If riding your skateboard down 14-foot ramps and busting huge tricks wasn't dangerous enough, try throwing in a BMX rider competing for the same space and a 500-pound motorcycle whizzing over your head, and you've got Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam.
The Boom Boom Huck Jam is basically a stunt show that includes music, motocross, skateboarding, BMX. I just felt like the crowds that we've been getting for exhibitions at skate parks and things that are more hardcore events has become overwhelming, and the only way we can really accommodate the audience for what we do is to do it in an arena and build our own ramps. And I drew all this up on a napkin one day, and here we are about a year later.
Where we are is San Bernardino, California, where Tony and his crew have set up a state-of-the-art ramp to practice for the big event taking place in Las Vegas.
We decided to rehearse in San Bernardino because we could rent an airplane hangar. It was really hard finding a space to fit all these ramps in, and we couldn't do it at Mandalay Bay because they've got other events going on until we get there. They just got the A-list of all these sports for skateboarding: Andy McDonald and Bob Burnquist, Bucky Lasek, Lincoln Ueda, Shaun White; motocross, Carey Hart, Clifford Adamte, and Mike Sinkmar; bike, Kevin Robinson, John Parker, Dave Mira, Matt Hoffman, and decided to bring them all here and rehearse for a week. And we're skaters. We're not used to getting up at 10 a.m. and going to skate. So everyone's been really good, showing up in the morning, getting right to work. We bang out some lines, and so it's been a lot of cooperation, I think, because everyone really believes in the vision of what this is.
The lineup is amazing. From the bands to the riders, all are incredible. But the most unique star of the show has got to be the custom-designed ramp that incorporates the sports of motocross, BMX, and skateboarding, as well as the musical stage.
Yeah, the ramp's amazing. I've ridden a lot of half-pipes over the last 20 years, but I can honestly say I've never ridden a half-pipe quite this sweet. It's perfect, everything about it. The trannies are big and fat, and the vert's perfect. It's huge, wide, you can't ask for much more,
Usually, if you go to a demo or something, there's bikes and skateboards on the ramp, and then there's motocross off over to the side on the dirt jumps. And this time we decided to bring it all together. So we're going to see what we can come up with where we're utilizing all three at the same time. The ramps are 14 feet high. There's two 32-foot wide ramps. There's an 8-foot gap in between, and then the long jump is 30 feet from takeoff to landing. And then the roll-in for the long jump is actually 30 feet high. So going down 30 feet and then jumping 30 feet. I think doing the roll-in is half the battle there. That thing it's a lot more intimidating when it's up than it was when we drew it.
Designing the best multi-use ramp ever was easy for skateboarding legend Tony Hawk, but making it portable was a little bit tricky.
I designed the layout of it, and then we hired a staging company to actually figure out the best way to make it portable, to make it interchangeable. And these ramps, when they go up in record time, and they're perfect, all these guys come in here, just everyone's got a smile on their face when they start riding it because it's so solid. I think it's going to take a full day to put all this stuff up the first time. They are under the impression they can put up the entire half-pipe section in about 4 hours, which is record time. No one's ever done that in less than a day.
Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam will be on a 24-city tour starting this fall. On April 27th, several thousand fans got to check out the preview show at the Mandalay Bay Arena in Las Vegas. Some parts of the show were tightly choreographed, while others were left freeform. And of course, there were lots of surprises.
We're working on a 7-minute section, and everything's tight, nothing's spontaneous in that part. But then there's going to be parts where it's just free for all, people take turns and try whatever they want to try. We're going to have a best trick section of the event, and in that time frame, everyone just tries whatever they want to do. We never really know the tricks we're going to do until we're right there, but we're going to do a lot of stuff that involves all of us skating at once, doubles, triples, combining it with bikes and things like that, and we're all working that out right now. So you're going to see a lot of surprises, as in, suddenly there's two people on the ramp and they're getting really close and they're going over and under each other. And also doing it with motocross as well. Motocross will be jumping while we're going, and chaos.
Having multiple skaters on the ramp at one time kind of reminds us of playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 online.
I play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as much as possible so we can try to, work out the kinks. And it's hard to find time to play other games just leisurely, especially I have 3 kids and I can only use that excuse so far that I'm working as I'm playing video games. I wouldn't want to compare it to playing video games. I think there's a lot of the same excitement, but crashing isn't an option. Because if one of us nails the other one, it gets really dangerous. We all know exactly where we need to be, when we need to be there. There's always a risk of falling, but actually running into each other, we just don't even consider that.
I saw him floating me.
The grand finale of the Huck Jam has Matt Hoffman, the first guy to do a 900 on a BMX bike, and Tony Hawk, the first guy to do a 900 on a skateboard, attempting the trick together. Even though Tony and Dave didn't quite land the 900 this time, they'll have plenty more chances this fall. So look out for Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam coming to a city near you. It's sure to be a heart-stopping event.